Good morning and welcome to Occam's Razor Gardening, Cooking and Canning, where we do a daily update on the garden growth. If you're watching us on YouTube, please give us a like and subscribe. If you're on Rumble, please follow and subscribe, and please share our content. So this is our raspberry bush. I've only had a few raspberries so far. Looks like we might have some today. As the redness starts to finally come out. Just as the birdshit berry bush up front starts to come to the end of its cycle. I'm still getting a good harvest. I have to go out and pick after this video. Already came out and had a look with the squashes and the potatoes. Already have to spray the potatoes for the flea beetles. And these Japanese beetles that I set a trap for have also seemed to have found a liking for the potato plants. Now I haven't seen them munching on the plants. They're just kind of like hanging out because the leaves, I guess, look, similar in shade. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Look, there they are right there. Making babies, you bastards. I gotta leave for a sec. All right, just have to take care of a few Japanese beetles. And I think our compost potatoes are getting pretty well done. They got attacked by the same flea beetles. Of course, they're in a compost pile, so there's gonna be lots of bugs. I'm not planning on harvesting those potatoes. We'll see what they turn into. So our tiger lilies will continue to bloom all the way down the fence. It's very nice. Our other potted plants, peppers and tomatoes, are doing very well. I believe we have some tomatoes over here. Yes, not much growth increase on those. And all the other peppers are slowly coming to. Okay. Pepper there. Peppers all the way down. Hungarians. Very nice. And what are those? The Jamaican ghost death peppers? I don't know. Our squash box. Look at our squash box. Isn't that fantastic? Well, the growths are continuing all the way up. I already came out and had fun with the flowers. Oh, good. I'm seeing flies and other insects now flying. Oh, look at this. You can see it from here. That little bugger. Right there. Japanese beetle hanging out on the squash. I'll be right back. I tell ya, if I ever do another garden next year, I'll be putting out the Japanese traps earlier. That's Japanese beetle traps. Well, the peas up front are doing pretty good compared to the peas at the potato patch. Then again, the peas in the potato patch have been exposed to a lot of soapy water. Trying to keep those flea beetles at bay. Just the amount of growth is outstanding. Now, I think this is the best looking zucchini plants I've ever had. Now if I could just get some zucchini. So let's go down here and see if there's any zucchini to be had. All right. Okay, there's that little one down there growing. Yeah. Still haven't really seen. You've been played with. Let's play with you some more. Okay. There we go. Well, that could turn out to be good. So could that one. And I know here from adjusting the plants that, yeah, there's one there. Nice and fat though. Nice fat zucchinis. Now our pitiful beans. They're quite pitiful this year. It's just, what is this? Okay, this little beetle here, these are the buggers that inundated my garden last year and caused all the issues with the squash plants. Well, they seem to be just over here causing issues. Maybe, I don't know, with the beans. The beans are flowering. Should got some beans in a couple of days. All right, our potatoes. Another spray this morning. You can see the little black fleas popping everywhere. Flea beetles. So of course these had to be done too. Give them a fighting chance. Compared to last year when I just threw them in the ground here and then paid no heed to them and just see if I got some potatoes, and I did. But seeing as the ones right next door here are the ones being treated, I gotta treat those too. All right, past our onion patch. And there's an onion here I gotta harvest. The tops have all died off. Well, this is episode 48, and I think we had episodes 1.1, 1.2 near the beginning. So this is more like episode 50, but not officially. And look at all the changes from the dirt we started with at the beginning of the series. All right, let's go in the front and have a look at Butch. These are just fascinating. Getting ready to trip the postman as they come to deliver the mail. Of course, I jest. I'm not going to trip anything. It's just a plant. Quite rubbery. Well, our pumpkin plant is doing okay. So is the lavender here. And just vibrant. Just absolutely beautiful. There's our other giant sunflower. And Butch, how you doing, Butch? Butch is looking really healthy. Stubby, but healthy. And I see the birds are picky eaters. They'll clean this up eventually. And, oh, look, the pumpkin has already started to climb. Very nice. I guess that'll be a sacrificial plant back there to get climbed on. This other one is doing okay. Very nice. Ooh, the multi-headed hydra is growing really well. Much faster than the giant sunflower. Of course, it's getting ready to do multi-heads. And how's this one doing? Good. Still keeping the morning glories at bay. My God, look at this. It's all bunching each other, fighting each other. Just great. And how's that climbing doing? It's almost up to the roof. We're there yet? Getting there. And our birdshit berry bush. Yep. Very nice berries. Just beautifully dark. But it's almost completely picked over. There's not too many berries left. And speaking of which, I gotta get out here and start picking these before it gets too hot. Still working on the 4th batch video. It's very slow to render these big files. So watch for that. And if you hung out to the end, I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.